Welcome into Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Almost ready to get underway. Our starter in this one, Eric Fetty. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Ian Happ, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Nico Horner stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. And there's a ball. On the ground to third. Gorman throws on to first. One out in the top of the first. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Nolan Arenado. Arenado went deep in his most recent game. The pitch. This one in the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. Out number 2. Here's Kyle Tucker. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. There's a swing and a drive. And foul as it bangs off the fence. Pitch misses, and a count even 1-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That's down and in. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Matt Shaw, the next to hit. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Hat on second. Tucker at first. 2 out of the inning. Got him swinging. Back here in St. Louis, and today's starter, Justin Steele. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. Some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Fly ball down the line. This has got a chance, and it is foul.
Trying to steal a first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at-bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
To third. Sends it to first. And a quick out, number one. And now it's going to be Victor Scott, singing he's never finished the season with more stolen bases in his entire career. And first offering is fouled off.
It looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1. He swings and fouls one off. One out, base is empty. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
Batting third, right.
And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. That one called a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
What's good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first.
He's out.
St. Louis goes down in order. Back here in St. Louis, top of the second. And the batter now, O'Neal Cruz.
So, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Batting seventh, catcher Carson Kelly.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. First pitch misses. And strike one to the catcher.
1-1.
No score here in the second. Swinging a foul straight back. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Win over to second, and that's 2.
Well, almost any time you roll over and send a 2-ball to short at this level, you can pretty much count on a double play. Middle infielders are just so reliable, and they work on these plays all the time, so it almost becomes like second nature.
Moises Ballesteros stands in now, looks at that one inside. And it's fouled away. 2 out, space is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Scott on the move. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second, bottom half of inning number 2. Here's Nolan Gorman. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. And that's outside. And now it's even 1-1. Hard hit left side. Horner over to first.
He's out.
Leadoff man retired here in the second. At the plate, Yohel Pozo.
Number 57.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one outside. And a count 1-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Out of here. A soaring shot to center. His 4th home run of the season. It's 1-0. Here's Contreras now. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
0-1.
And he pumps it a strike.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Oh, great grab on the dive. From his backside. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting 7th, designated hitter, Lucan Baker.
2 down, base is empty. Lucan Baker next up for the Cardinals. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1 ball. No strike.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
That's too high.
And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Next offering misses. They're down 3-1. And that's outside ball 4.
It's been a little bit of a shaky inning, but he's still in a good spot to get out of this thing without giving up any more runs. He's just got to turn the page and go after this next guy.
Next to hit, Thomas Sajazi. And Ed Drummond right on it says he held up. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
1 strike.
Line drive, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Pedro Pajes stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
2 on, 2 outs. Cut on and lifted in the air. Tucker on the move. Nabs it, and that will end the inning. Top half of the third inning. So up now for Chicago, James Triantos. Fetty back to work. Ground ball left side. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Ian Happ up to hit. Doubled his first time.
Ian Happ.
And that misses. Ball 1. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. So here's Horner now. First time up, he grounded to third.
Nico Horner.
Horner, a former Gold Glove winner, 27 years old, usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
That one inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2-2.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. Triantos over at second, 1 down. And ball 4 to aboard.
That's a nice at bat and a great take on 3-2. Probably could have gone either way in that spot around the knees.
2 on, 1 out. So now it's Nolan Arenado. Flied to right his first time. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Ball 1 there.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And that one cutting but missing down low. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Runner around third. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. It's 1-1.
Big RBI for him right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Close, but called the ball. And 1-1.
And that's a pitch early in this game. He needs called for a strike. Struggling with command issues. He's got to get a little help from the umpire.
That's a base hit. Horner flies around third. He will score, and the Cubs take the lead. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Picks himself up an RBI. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. He put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now Matt Shaw. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Gone straight into the visitors bullpen. He circles the bases. 3rd home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 5-1. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And a foul ball. Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning here in the finale of this 4-game set. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. In the air, foul off first. Contreras under it, and he's got it. And next for the Cubs, Carson Kelly.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And that's in there at the knees. Next offering is fouled back. 2 outs. And it skips into dirt.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
That's to third. Slings it across, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Leading off, Mason Wynn. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ball
And
one.
that just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Grounds one to short. In plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
Batting.
Victor Scott
Center
digs
fielder,
in now.
Victor
Struck out
Scott,
looking at his
the
first
second.
at bat. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, right
And
fielder.
stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. Grounded out his
Nootbaar.
first time up.
Runner.
Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Save. One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. And
Ball.
downstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Ground ball right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a
Now
little bit,
batting,
rolled over
third
on it, and
baseman,
beat it into the ground.
Nolan Gorman next up for the
Gorman.
Cardinals. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Liner, and this could be trouble. In to score is the runner from third. It's 5-2. Oh, he botches it. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, that gets him a little closer in this one. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that
No
double.
ball, 1
Pozo
strike.
in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Gorman at second with 2 down. And that's
Ball
off the outside
outside.
edge. 1-1. And that one fouled off. Got him. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now Moises Ballesteros. Here comes a pitch. That one in the
1-0.
dirt. 1-0.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff.
batting,
Not so good if you're out there on the
19.
mound.
And up next for Chicago, James Triantos. They say he went.
0-1.
Just
that's a ball.
missed.
1-1.
Line drive caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a
Now
line
batting,
drive that finds a glove,
designated
but you
hitter,
will get some
Ian
high
Happ.
fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Happ in the box again. Takes a strike. That one out to right. Nootbaar on the move. Brings it in. And that'll do it. Bottom of the fourth,
Leading
and
off
up to
for
hit
St.
is
Louis,
Wilson
first
Contreras.
baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Cards showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch
No
count,
ball,
and
2
they've been
strikes.
able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later in this game.
Now a high fly ball out to left center. Makes the grab, one down. Lucan Baker will hit next. Worked a walk in his first trip to the plate. This one in the air, center field. Cruz under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. And up next for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Sajazi with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. That missed by a lot. Now 2-0.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 3-1. Draws the walk there.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Now up for St. Louis, Pedro Pajes. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Sajazi off of first with 2 away. Swings through that.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The Redbirds trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Caught him looking for the K.
Now pitching.
We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Yency Almonte.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
Here's Nico Hoerner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Man at first. So up now for Chicago, Nolan Arenado. Fouled off left side. Next offering is fouled back.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Sinker catches the zone at the knees. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Next to hit, Matt Shaw. First pitch misses.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next offering is down low. And that one almost got him.
Strikes.
Two outs. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
Full count.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. And there's a foul ball. That misses the zone, and it's 1-1.
No, that's a ball. 2-1.
And that's outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swung on, belted. Shaw giving chase. And that one hops the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now here is Victor Scott. There's a strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Foul ball there. Wynn stands at second with no outs. Swing and a ball popped in the air. It's going to fall for a hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Well done. Drives in the run. I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball off. That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything in there.
On the ground, right side. Sneaks through, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And yes, he did. He went around. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And now Yoel Pozo. He's already homered here in this one. And that one upstairs, ball 1. And a slider misses down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Strike 1. Tying run is at first. Last half of inning number 5. That one missed. And that'll load the bases.
Well, he's normally going to fill up the strike zone and really limit base runners.
New pitcher in the game for the Cubs, Ben Brown.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Up and in, and the count is 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Bases loaded. 1 away. Just misses without one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
Well, not what they were looking for from him out of the pen. That'll drive a manager crazy. He wants guys to come in and attack the strike zone.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 runs in. The throw home. But it's offline. He will score. They've got the lead 6-5. First and second, 1 out. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Thomas Sajazi. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That's off the mark, and the count 1-2.
1-2.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Here's the catcher to hit, Pedro Pajes.
Pedro Pajes.
And ball 1. That's a strike, and the count even at 1. Just missed. Contreras over at second. Baker on at first with 2 down. Strike on the inside corner.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Arenado ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Matthew Liberatore.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Well, 1-run game. And now the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz. 1 for 2. Clips the corner. That's strike 1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering is downstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now here is Carson Kelly. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
No strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
Glove side, but it gets through. Cruz around second, on his way to third. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners, nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. He was definitely late on that pitch, but he didn't get beat. He got the bat on plane and just kept his hands tight to shoot it down the first base line for the knock.
And here is Moises Ballesteros. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the sixth. That one off the mark, and the count even 1-1. Little chopper rolls foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And misses inside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. Huge strikeout there. And next for the Cubs, James Triantos. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Just missed. And that one a little below the knees, and the count is 2-0. That one is absolutely belted into the bullpen and gone. A laser to left. His first homer of the year, and they lead it. It's 8-6. New pitcher for the Cardinals, Ryan Brazier.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. 1 for 3. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one. Brazier, 37 years young, and they traded for him earlier this year. One down, base is empty. Pitch is in there, and that's strike 2. Happ lays off. And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nico Hoerner will come up to hit. A former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that drops in for a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the third out. Bottom of the 6th. Now up for St. Louis, Mason Wynn. Brown back to work. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Swing and a foul, out of play. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
Didn't get the result he wanted, but that's a nice pitch right there.
And he grounds one to the right side. Ballesteros takes it to the bag, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth. And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So up
right
next,
fielder,
Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
Just missed. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Hard hit right side. Handles, throws to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning.
Now pitching.
New
for
pitcher
the
on here,
Cardinals.
Gabe Spire.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts
55.
compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Here's Nolan
Leading
Arenado.
off for the Cubs, third baseman Nolan Arenado.
And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Into center and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long
Now
through it,
batting,
and that's a
right
great
fielder,
example of it
Kyle
right
Tucker.
there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Tucker in the box now. No balls and a strike. That clips the corner.
0-2.
Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike three.
Up
Matt
next for the
Shaw
Cubs,
getting
right
ready to
fielder,
hit.
Matt
He's
Shaw.
already homered in this game. And that one pulled foul. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with one down.
The
Couldn't get any
center
air
fielder,
under it, but he
O'Neal Cruz.
smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Cruz in the box now. Takes strike one. Runners at first and second with one gone here in the top half of inning number 7. And that misses. And that is ball one. Late swing, foul to the left. And now 2-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Struck him out of the front door breaking ball. And now the catcher comes up to him. Carson Kelly. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Base hit into the outfield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The run scores. Here comes a second. Another comes in to score. And they're up by 4.
Up next for the Cubs, first baseman Moises Baez.
Righty reliever out of the pen, Ryan
Now
Fernandez.
for the
And he's had a tough
Cardinals,
go of it against left-handed batters this
Number
year. They've been
64.
hitting him hard, so we'll see how he does here.
Ryan Fernandez.
So runner at second, 2 down. And up next for Chicago, Moises Baez. Just
Outside
off the
ball.
outside edge, ball 1. Kelly on at second with 2 down. Cut on and missed 96 with that
One
fastball.
ball.
It
One
might be
strike.
time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Jump throw. And that's a nice play to end the inning. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Julian Merriweather.
Now
And he's got a
pitching for
nice
Chicago,
lead to work with, so he should
Number
come in throwing
66.
strikes, attacking these hitters.
Julian Merriweather.
Now up the Cardinals
Leading
number
off for
4
the
hitter,
Cardinals,
Nolan Gorman.
third baseman Nolan Gorman.
And that's
Ball
a little bit
thrown.
high. And that's ball 1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
All over that one right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And now, Yohel
Ball 1.
Pozo outside. 1-0.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
That
No.
one misses. 2 balls, no
2
strikes.
balls.
He
No
hasn't wanted to
strike.
challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate.
Rio.
You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And ball
That's a ball.
4, 2
Take your
aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
First and second, no outs. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Wilson Contreras. Looked like it was a
that's a
little
ball.
bit up.
Well, he's already in some trouble, and falling behind in the count makes it even worse. Then you've got to throw the ball over more of the plate, and that's where they can
1-1.
really do damage against a guy like this.
Line drive, base hit right field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Now a chance for Luken Baker. That one ripped, but foul. With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Now the second run is in. Throw cut off, down to the plate. In there safely. And they trail by 1.
Man, a grand slam would have tied it, but
Here comes a new arm for the Cubs,
Number
Porter
37.
Hodge.
and he's been really
Porter
shutting down
Hodge.
hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now up for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. So the tying run at second. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Get him a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Man at second. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next offering upstairs.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. About to see the 11th pitch of the at-bat here. On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Up next for the Cardinals,
Pedro Pajes. Next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. First offering, and it just misses.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And the count 1-1. Just missed. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Throw comes in quickly, and the tying run forced to hold on at third with 1 away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Tying runs now just 90 feet away. Just got to be wary of that double play, though. That would strand him in any inning.
Win in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And that one fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
On the ground to first. Lays out. Oh, it's off his glove. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. As a run scores on the play, and that ties the game. So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. And up next for St. Louis, Victor Scott. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. Ball to strike. And a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
That one 95 to finish him off. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Lars Nootbaar. Down and in, moved his feet. And that one fouled off. Pajes, the lead runner at second, Win at first, 2 out of the inning. And fouled off. On the ground, right side. Slides for the stop. The throw, and they get the out. We're at the top of the 8th. So up now for Chicago, James Triantos. Line to left. Dives, but it's off his glove. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Wastes no time there. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I tell you what, it's not easy to do.
Digging in, Ian Happ just missed. Yeah, that's fouled off. Backed off the plate that time.
Not really attacking on the mound in this at bat. All breaking balls, so that makes me think they're not really wanting to challenge him here.
Line drive, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. They lead it in the 8th.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Nootbaar snags it, and there's one away.
Hey, partner, how's your scorecard looking right now?
Little dicey, kind of hieroglyphics style at the moment. You know what it's like, Singy? Remember our trip to London, Yankees and Red Sox in 2019? I think there were there 50 runs scored in the 2 games combined. My scorecard was ugly for that series. Arenado in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Fouled off down the right side.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. And you use like 5 different colors of pens, so like it's just a mosaic over there.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're always judging the different pens. That, you know, I got the skinny scoring pen, and then I have the red, and then the black. Runner on the move. Swinging a foul straight back. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Kyle Tucker, the next to hit. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Almost got him. Towards first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, number 43.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now the third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
Third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That's a little bit low.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Next pitch is downstairs.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
And there's the automatic. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. And they tie it up. It's 11-11. Now the left fielder, Yohel Pozo. That misses, and that's ball one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The 1-0. And another ball.
No, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over-aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Line drive, hauls it in, 1 away. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. And caught on the warning track. Luken Baker next up for the Cardinals. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And there's a ball. Swings through that high fastball.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
And a ball evens the count. Way inside, gets out of the way. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So 2 down. Now for St. Louis, Thomas Sajazi.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Late swing, fouled off. Two outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. On a line out towards center. He's got it, and that ends the inning.
Now pitching.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Andre Palante.
He's throwing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Matt Shaw now at the plate.
Left fielder, Matt Shaw.
Just missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses, and the count is 1-2. Foul tip, strike 3. Here's the center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Center fielder, O'Neal Cruz.
Swings, and he breaks his bat. Now the throw to first on the run.
Yep,
Safe.
he made it.
And that's his third hit.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Tied him up really well with that pitch inside. Couldn't get it out of the infield, but somehow turns it into a knock. That's a thing of beauty, and some hits just don't make sense.
Over to first, and he's saved. And the batter now, Carson Kelly. That clips the zone. 0-1. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it.
Now pitching for the
Back
Chicago
now
Cubs.
as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Nate Pearson.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
And now the Cardinals
Leading off
catcher,
for the
Pedro
Cardinals.
Pajes.
Catcher, Pedro Pajes.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone. Just missed. That one in triple digits.
Look pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
And that gets down in the corner. The throw to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Now here is Mason Wynn.
1-0.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Winning run out second. No one out. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat. The winning run on second base.
Ball two.
Inside. And it's 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. And here is Victor Scott, third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. Outside low, and that is ball one. Gets him to chase after that one.
Boog, that's cheddar, baby.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Winning run stands at second. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Ground ball right side. Boots it into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. He steps on the bag. Some ricochet action on that play, but they get the out. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. That misses, and that's ball one. This one popped up. Kelly under it. Makes the grab. And that is the third out of the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Moises Ballesteros. Palante back to work. Right down to shoot, and that's strike one.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there that left the bat on his shoulder.
And that one is downstairs. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch. James Triantos, the next Cub to hit.
19.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting ending double play.
Clips the corner, strike
No
one.
ball. One strike. Ball.
Next offering misses down and away. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Breaking ball misses down and away. High fly ball out into left center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next is the designated hitter, Ian Happ. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Drops into the glove, and that's the third out.
Now pitching for the
New
Chicago
pitcher in the
Cubs.
game for the Cubs, Jordan Wicks.
Number 36.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Gorman digs in now.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Top of the zone for a called strike. This to center field, and it falls. Here's the throw to the plate. And he dives in with the winning run, and the Cardinals walk it off in extra innings.
You know, he had to feel the pressure. Winning run on second base. Found a way to make solid contact, and the winning run comes across to score. Everyone going crazy. Exciting finish to this game today.
And a final score, 12-11.